of mine from high school some time ago. And so, and she didn't tell you, she's a neuropsychiatrist that deals with rewiring the brain and other good things. So, and has taught herself several languages. But a woman of your faith, a woman of our community that grew up in South Shore, the neighborhood that I currently reside and live in. I'm Jonathan Jackson, member-elect for Congress, the Illinois' 1st Congressional District. It's an honor to be before you. This is a federal seat. Some people may ask, well, what are you doing up here in the northern part? This is far from your district. No, it's not. This is a federal seat. This seat has influence all over the state, all over the nation, and all around the world. I'm here because you all need increased representation. I was proud to be with my father in 1988, Reverend Jesse Jackson, and one of the consequences after the election was appointing the first Muslim on the Democratic National Committee Board, Dr. Jim Zogby. We were making progress to push the envelope forward. We've always believed in a two-state solution. We've always believed in having a peace initiative. Coming from the Christian faith, one of our tenets and one of the things that Jesus teaches us is that blessed are the peacemakers, not those that keep peace. Some people have to be trailblazers, not the pathfinders. The trailblazers have to cut a path where people say this is not popular, but conscience tells you that it's right. You have to be willing to risk for peace. And every day when I see the bombing that's going on in the Ukraine, I can feel that seismic shock as I reflect having gone on the road of Damascus and having been through Syria and Jordan and Lebanon and Israel and the West Bank, having met with Hafez Assad and having met with President Saddam Hussein, trying to get those 400 Americans released with my father when we went there, knowing how fragile some of those governments are. And now when I see the young people coming of age in Iran and what's happening there, and now that I see the young people in China, we have to be have more initiative as Americans to be peacekeepers all around the globe. So what brings me here today from my district on the south side is that this is a federal seat. I'm a friend of yours. I'm a friend of all those that seek peace, all those that want justice, all those that want to get civically involved. And your words today is absolutely accurate. I love the side of the pyramid. It starts at the very foundation. And when I think about what's going on in Florida today, where the governor is trying to engage in propaganda, he is replacing people on the school board. Now, you may say, well, what does that have to do with me, and why should I care about African Americans in history? When you start sanitizing history, when you don't want to let the truth come out, then you have propaganda because you don't embrace the truth. Our nation needs to know more about the Islamic faith. Our nation also needs to know you cannot be a Christian nation because Christian is an individual choice. So you can't have a nation. So when I hear things about white nationalism, what is that? We accept Christ one by one. And so I hope to educate, inspire, and transform. So I want to say thank you for this opportunity. This will be the first of many meetings and many opportunities for us to work together and continued success with all that you're doing. And let's get the young people. I'm always heartened to see these young people that are here tonight. And a word of encouragement to all of you. I started out being drug out of the house just like you. I know you wish you could play, I know you wish you could do other things, but to the parents that have brought your children out tonight, congratulations, this is where it begins. Let's get the children to come out to more of these events. I also look forward to hosting you on the south side of Chicago to see the district. Part of our district has Orland Park and Frankfurt and all the way down into Kankakee and the heart of the south side. So we have much work to do, and I'm honored to be here and have the opportunity to introduce myself. Thank you.